Hello folks, it's Anahita Rao, and I wanted to speak about something a bit lighter today, more fun. I think we've been too serious recently because there's just so much going on, and we're all hearing all the sort of the negative news and the doom and gloom. So I thought, let me do a series of something a bit more fun, a bit more light, and I'm going to do this over the next few days, and I'll sort of post it one by one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through each nakshatra, all 27 of them, and I'm going to talk about compatibility for each of them. Yeah. We all know relationship compatibility is a very popular topic, and it's much more complex than just looking at the moon placement. But the moon placement, and more importantly the nakshatra placement of the moon, is the key to understanding compatibility. So first I'm going to just talk a little bit about what is a nakshatra for those who are new to Vedic astrology. The heart of Vedic astrology is in fact nakshatras. Originally Jyotish was focused on nakshatras only, which is the movement of the moon through the constellations, rather than the sign, which is the movement of the sun. Nakshatra is basically a fixed star constellation in the sky where the planets are transiting. I would describe nakshatras as the passive but potent force which need the planets to activate them. Yeah. So it's vital to note the nakshatra placement, as this will reveal the inner motivation and the attributes of the planets that reside there or transit there. In fact, the calculations and predictions in Vedic astrology are made from the vantage point of the moon transiting a specific nakshatra at the time of your birth. The controlling planet of the nakshatra must be seen for its impact, as well as the deity that rules the nakshatra, to assess the entire situation and to see what's going on. Okay, so back to the topic at hand. We're going to look at nakshatra compatibility and see your best match from your moon sign. If you don't know where your moon was situated when you were born, then you can go to the chart calculator on my website, which is there for free, and you can plug in your details. It should pop up with your moon's nakshatra. Remember, this is the sidereal system, so it may place your moon in a different sign altogether from the tropical or the western placement. And for those who are watching all of the nakshatra videos, please note that this little intro will be repeated in all of the videos. Yeah, one more final thing I wanted to say about compatibility is that when it comes to looking for a match, this is just sort of a common sense thing, I guess, but it's very important. Please see goodness where it lies, rather than hoping for goodness where it does not exist. Yeah. We're all guilty of being with people that are not good to us or for us, in the hopes that they will be someday. So just don't get caught up in that illusion. Yeah. Astrology can, remember, astrology can only guide us, but we make the final call. Yeah. Okay, so let's get started with the nakshatra compatibility videos. Yeah. Okay, so now we come to MRIGSHIRA. For you, your ideal partner is Ardra, and your most challenging partners are Chitra and Tanishta. So, MRIGSHIRA and Ashwini, you're both strong personalities. You love Ashwini's adventurous nature, their free spirit, the unconventional view on love and relationship that they have. They'll always kind of keep you on the edge, so you don't really have time to get bored with them. But don't be too possessive. They don't like complications and they tend to walk away. Okay, MRIGSHIRA and Bharani. You find Bharani magnetism irresistible. Instant attraction, hot and fiery passion can propel you into an affair very quickly. You will thrill at their need to possess you, mind, body, and soul. But they're not always interested in intellectual debates, and they don't want to always analyze and work on the relationship like you do. MRIGSHIRA and Krithika, you enjoy arguing, debating every aspect of life. They're able to match your every argument, pitting your wits against them will be an exhilarating experience. They'll be good friends. They can also be good lovers. Your jealousy can make them feel very insecure though, and they can take your need to analyze them as personal criticism. MRIGSHIRA and Rohini, good friendship, exciting sex. You will want to be the strong one, but it's Rohini who calls the shots here. With Rohini, you learn to appreciate sensuality and passion. Their quiet wisdom will not be deterred by your intellectualism. They represent the perfection that you are seeking. MRIGSHIRA with another one. So loving other MRIGSHIRA can be both stimulating and annoying at the same time. You appreciate their minds, their habit of debating, their sense of humor. You enjoy the same things in life and you have fun together. But your inability to make up your mind may see that no decisions are being taken at all. MRIGSHIRA and Ardra. Both of you have equally bright minds that excite and thrill the other. Ardra loves analyzing. In fact, Ardra is one of the few nakshatras that do not take offense at your need for analyzing relationships. The great compatibility suggests that this relationship will be exciting and fulfilling. MRIGSHIRA and Punarvasu, you find their knowledge and wisdom sexy. There's hardly ever time to get bored as you get involved in very lively debates and intellectual discussions. You can be great friends, both of you are sensuous. MRIGSHIRA and Pushya, you always think of them as your conscience or as someone who is forcing you to confront yourself. This never makes you feel comfortable with them. You feel a sense of frustration with them. So if you want it to work, you have to learn to appreciate their qualities. MRIGSHIRA and Ashlisha, you can be deceptive, keep secrets, give false images to each other. This can make your relationship exciting, but it can also give you many, many lows. The impulsiveness of your ruler Mars can make you behave very childishly, and Ashlisha can be extremely cynical. Lack of trust exists here, and insecurity, so this can prevent finding true happiness with them. MRIGSHIRA and Magha, you find it difficult to be casual in relationships. Magha are ready to give physical commitment but remain uncommitted, so be open with them. Sexual jealousy can be a problem in this relationship. MRIGSHIRA and Purva Falguni, this is a Mars-Venus combination. The attraction is usually instant. You like the social, fun-loving Purva Falguni and their practical and hard-working approach to life. But they can pay more attention to their family and spend less time with you, so you might feel ignored and unloved. MRIGSHIRA and Uttara Falguni, you're attracted to their sunny warmth, you enjoy their devotion, you admire their ambitions, and you feel happy with their support. This is not a relationship where you will get bored. Your very ready wit keeps them amused, and their loyalty keeps you by their side. MRIGSHIRA and Hasta, you love the sophistication and charm of Hasta. You love their earthiness. They open up to you. You're not really fazed by their moodiness. In fact, you support them and you make them feel confident. And they in return care for you and they love you. So you can find happiness with them, and your doubts can go away. MRIGSHIRA and Chitra. Chitra are too similar, and they'll be very competitive. They're not really into commitment, and you feel insecure and jealous. You'll try to analyze why your relationship isn't working with them, and they won't take very kindly to being analyzed. And so this can create even further distance. MRIGSHIRA and Swati. Swati have a way with words. They can stimulate you with their intelligence, with their discussions, and their charm as well. Your inability to decide usually irritates Swati. So you should talk to them, or you will develop a distance that will be difficult to bridge. MRIGSHIRA and Vishaka, you can be great friends, but not such great lovers. The moment you make the commitment, your expectations change, as you want to get the best out of the relationship. So you try to analyze how you can improve it, and they will view this as nagging. MRIGSHIRA and Anuradha, you're attracted to the cool and successful and romantic Anuradha. You try to analyze them, and this makes them uncomfortable, and they tend to put up the shutters. Then you wonder why they're cold and unresponsive. So try to respect their romantic side. MRIGSHIRA and Jaisa, you distrust them from the beginning, and your criticisms towards Jaisa can make them feel very threatened. Although you enjoy their mind games, when they get too intense, they tend to change the rules, making you feel quite cheated. So this is an exciting relationship, but it can have too many ups and downs to be completely happy. MRIGSHIRA and Mula never want to talk about your issues. The more you analyze the reasons for your compatibility, the more they can direct their anger towards you. There's no point feeling upset when you're not willing to see the relationship from their point of view. So you either have to accept them as they are or end the relationship. MRIGSHIRA and Purvashada, instant passion, but the fires burn out quickly. The baggage of the spent passion is powerful. It stops you from constructing something else. Whatever compromise you finally reach with them, the memory of the early days remain kind of a potent reminder. So the more you try to capture it, the more elusive it becomes. MRIGSHIRA and Uttarashada. This is probably your worst relationship. You need to use your analytical skills to work with the issues. Make friends with them before you even start thinking about a physical relationship, and then develop the trust between the two of you. Don't make the physical relationship the main anchor of your time together, and talk about your inner feelings if you want it to work. MRIGSHIRA and Shravana, you find them alternating between hot and cold. You can never pin down their true personality. And then again, when you try to analyze them, they take offense. So make sure that they understand that it's part of your nature to do that, and that you're not trying to put them down. Don't underestimate their sensitivity. Okay, MRIGSHIRA and Dhanishta, you'll be competitive and aggressive, and this relationship can become a war zone really quickly. It's also a spiritually complex relationship. They can disrupt your emotions, and the constant fighting can burn you out. Their inability to understand and adjust to your demands causes you a lot of frustration. MRIGSHIRA and Shatabhisha, you don't warm up to them very quickly. They tend to be very inhibited, secretive, and they don't really like to address their issues. Their way of thinking frustrates you as well, but then it also excites you. Unlikely relationship develops, but try not to be too possessive, and encourage them to open up a bit more. MRIGSHIRA and Purvabhadrapada, both of you use your intellect as a weapon, but not against each other. You're two good friends to do that, so that's quite good. They may be cool in the way that they show their affections. In private, they will be uninhibited though, and they're also very generous and caring. MRIGSHIRA and Uttarabhadrapada, they can be too spiritual and ascetic for your taste, and they're naturally diffident. If you want fun and excitement, you kind of have to do, but you have to kind of pull the weight there. They'll be happy to follow you though, and be adventurous. You can feel a bit restricted by them, but they usually act with their best intentions. MRIGSHIRA and Revathi. Revathi are so strong in their idealistic beliefs that you feel drawn to them. You want to be protective and loving towards them. You also enjoy discussing why your relationship survives despite both of you disagreeing on most things. They're never squeamish in facing the truth, and you admire and love them for that.